Chapter 11, Bogus Basin Togue. Manuel was concerned for Throttle. He wanted to find a way to cheer him up, to see if there was a way to get his mind off of whatever was troubling him. There's got to be something I can do to raise his spirits, he thought. At that moment, the Takahashi brothers arrived, causing more of a fan movement with the audience and the local drifters.
Wow, I didn't even think we were this popular on this side of the pond,
Keisuke said.
The internet can do great things for one's reputation,
Ryosuke responded.
Just don't let it go to your head.
Hey, Manuel! You're the best racer in this area!
Bob shouted, getting both his and Throttle's attention.
We got an idea! Why don't you run against Takumi? It'll be East versus West!
This caught everyone's attention. The crowd began to whisper in anticipation. Manuel, in response, just laughed. Well, I'd rather save myself the public humiliation if I lost. This, in response, caused Throttle to chuckle.
What's the matter? Afraid of all competition?
He said. No, Manuel said, annoyed.
Oh, don't worry. Everyone else here.
Throttle said in a taunting way. Look, I didn't say I was afraid. Manuel is now becoming very annoyed.
Chicken.
Oh, har har har! That's it, man, Manuel said. Get in the car! Takumi, choose a passenger for the downhill run. Takumi looked surprised as Throttle got into the CRX.
Passenger?
Is there an echo up here? Manuel asked. The crowd started to murmur in anticipation. They knew Manuel was serious. Itsuki and Ikitani started to inch away from Takumi. They knew all too well how he drove when he was competing.
Itsuki, care to be my passenger?
Takumi asked.
Oh, hell no!
Itsuki shrieked, ducking behind Ikitani.
Ikitani, you do it!
What? Why me?
Ikitani snapped.
He asked you first!
Hey, I went last time!
There was no last time!
The crowd proceeded to chuckle at the argument. As Manuel got into CRX, he turned to Throttle. And you said I was chicken. Manuel laughed. Oh well, there's a 50-50 chance I'm gonna get my butt whipped tonight, but I guess I'll have to take it in stride. With that, he started the engine and rolled down the window as Bob walked up, handing him a clip-on radio with an earpiece.
Okay, you know the drill. This is for the traffic reports,
Bob said.
I've given one to Takumi as well. We'll let you know if any cars are coming up the hill. You can also use it to communicate with each other if you want to.
Got it, Manuel said, putting the earpiece on. He looked in his rear view as a reluctant Ikitani got into the passenger side of Takumi's Trueno 86. Testing, 1, 2, 3. You read, Takumi? Manuel asked as he pulled up to the starting line.
Loud and clear,
Takumi said. Just remember to be careful around the curves, Manuel cautioned as they both pulled up to the starting line. Not all of them have guardrails.
Yep, got it.
Takumi said. They revved their engines as Bob walked up to count down the start.
Alright, here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Bob yelled, swinging down his hand at the pavement. Both cars peeled off the starting line and started their rocket-like pace. Manuel took the lead early. He wasn't feeling overly confident about winning, but he wasn't going to give Takumi an easy victory as they left the side road near the bogus ski resort. Throttle was gripping his seat. He had a feeling this wasn't going to be like the earlier run up the hill. He was sure Manuel meant business this time. They quickly approached the first curve, a wide curve with a cement barrier on one side. Manuel went in, going to the inside, pulling the car into a braking move. You can see Takumi's lights in his mirror, matching him move for move. He was living up to his reputation, so far. Manuel was impressed, but he didn't let Takumi's technique distract him. They got into a straight section of the downhill with light curves varying in places, quickly approaching the second and third corners as they passed a radio man in front of their progress. The corners combined into an S-curve. No guardrail at the beginning of the corner, which was marked with a flare. It was time to see if Takumi was really up to his potential. Manuel pulled the car into another tight drift, passing through the turns in an inertia drift, without touching the curb or the barriers. Takumi followed him, move for move. Not bad, Takumi, Daniel said. Getting the hang of no guardrails?
It's a little scary, but I've got it. Ikutani, not so much.
Takumi replied, and Ikutani screamed in the background. They went through another high-speed section of light curves. Daniel decided to take it easy on the drifting, trying to save valuable grip for the road ahead. Again, he was clueless of what Akino was like, but Focus Basin he knew well. The high-speed sections were misleading, and the trees and brush made it difficult to sight on the cars. They passed a roaring crowd with a radio man reporting their progress. He was reporting the driving to the top of Mount Bob was, while also monitoring cars. The third corner they went through with no problems, then it went back to speed. Manuel checked his rear view again as they passed another cheering crowd. Takumi was right on his bumper. Damn! Manuel floored the pedals as they went through a wide S-curve. This is gonna be close. They continued to go through the high-speed section, passing another radio man. Manuel started to pull away from Takumi, but he caught up at the next corner. Manuel knew both cars were both to be light and zippy. The only question was, who was the better driver? They drifted through the fourth corner, and Takumi passed Manuel by cutting into the inside as their lines overlapped. Whoa! Manuel exclaimed. That was a nice move, Takumi.
You're not doing bad yourself.
Takumi complimented.
It's good to see some good sportsmanship for a change.
Hey, just because I'm being a good sport doesn't mean I'm going to make it any easy on you. Manuel warned, sticking to Takumi's bumper through a series of S-turns. They got into another high-speed section, and both cars put the pedal to the floor as the CRX pulled up alongside the A6. They passed the Shaver View turnoff, another crowd on the edges of the corners, staying on Bogus Basin Road. A hard left bank turn was coming up. Manuel put the car into another drift, taking the corner with skill. Takumi mirrored his movements, but Manuel had to slow down more since his car was on the inside. They stayed side by side in the corner. They went through another series of S-curves that mimicked a slalom. So far, the races were evenly matched. They went to another right turn, taking it with ease. Another slalom was ahead. Manuel increased the pressure on the gas pedal, taking the lead once more. Both cars went into a drift on the next corner. Then they were going through another series of S-curves until they reached a small hairpin. Takumi took the lead again, pulling through the hairpin in a kamikaze drift. How do you keep doing that? Manuel exclaimed. They went through another series of tight corners. Manuel knew he needed to keep his cool. Other drivers who had challenged Takumi lost that cool way too early in the race, and that mistake had cost them every time. I just have to keep up until the next high-speed section, he said. Then I can pass it. They were coming up onto the next high-speed section quickly. Just a few more light curves, and Manuel could go in pedal to the floor, so to speak. They cleared the last few corners before the high-speed section. Manuel put the car into third gear, then fourth, and floored it, taking the lead, going through the gears. The car went down the road at over 100 miles an hour. They went through another series of S-curves, which Manuel took with great precision. Takumi was no slouch either, but pulled up beside him again. They were back onto a straight and were side by side. Manuel was having quite the rush. No one had been able to keep up with him this far down. He now clearly understood why Bunta had installed that Group A engine in the Tremaine mix. They drifted through a left-hand turn, Takumi gaining the edge once again. They sped through the last curves to the bottom half of the mountain, but it was too late. They had finally crossed the finish line. It was a draw. Manuel was amazed as they both stopped their cars. This race was unlike anything he had ever experienced before.